what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the best Golem deck in Clash Royale right now. Recently, Golem hasn't really been that popular, and especially the version we used to see a lot with the Elixir Collector, with the Tornado, hasn't been played at all, and that's exactly what we're not going to be playing in today's video. In today's video, we're going to be playing with this heavy beatdown Golem deck, 4.0 average X cost, so it is kind of, expensive. But at the same time, this is the best version in Clash Royale right now. See you guys soon with game number 1. Okay, let's go guys. Hopping into game number 1. So I'm currently at 2030 medals. I think I'm like top 300 in the world. Let's see if we can get some nice W's and make up our way to top 200 in the world. That would be amazing, to be honest. So usually with this deck, since it's kind of an expensive deck, as I mentioned before, you do kind of want to play Passion, especially in single elixir. Most of the times your Golem pushes are going to be the strongest in double elixir, unless in some situations you get a really good counter push. For example, I don't know, he's really aggressive for some reason, and then afterwards you get a nice counter push. You can then of course go Golem in front, especially since we have Void Spell, especially since we have arrows. Most of the times you can get a lot of value from either of those spells while going Golem a little bit more aggressive. But in general, I definitely recommend you guys playing passive with this deck. So let's see what he's gonna be running. Looks like it's some kind of giant skeleton deck. Also has Goblin barrel here. Let's go arrows here, making sure that we also hit the giant skeleton, and then he has a skeleton army. Okay, this skeleton army is actually really scary because we just used the arrows, and Void Spell of course is not great at all against the skeleton army, against any multiple target unit, against any spamming card. It's not really good. So let's go with a bomber here, mainly just to start cycling towards the second bomber, and then also to tank for the Phoenix egg. In this case we force out the arrows, so that's perfect. And then I'm wondering, what is this deck? He has a really interesting kind of a bait deck with giant skeleton, with bomber as well, arrows. So definitely interesting version from him here. Okay, don't really want to go too aggressive, to be honest, because I feel like if I just go, or if I go aggressive, he will just go with everything at the bridge. And then he also has Seppi. So, okay, this is not going to be easy at all, guys. I feel like this is actually going to be a pretty rough matchup here. Unless, we can get a really nice counter push going or something. But I feel like with the giant skeleton, okay, I'm actually going to go Golem here. I feel like it's a pretty good moment to go Golem. We have the Fisherman on the right side still kind of blocking the lane. Even though the Seppi is going to reset it for a while, it still, allows us to buy a little bit of more time. And then here we can just go with a Golem, and I think I'm gonna prepare the Night Witch. Not really sure if I should support it with barbs, but I don't think so, because he does have the giant skeleton. Exactly, there's the giant skeleton. Okay, let's go Night Witch here. Let's also go arrows, and then we have our bomber. Even though he has arrows, I think it's still a great bomber, because the bomber is gonna directly hit the giant skeleton, hit the tower, and create a lot of pressure, create a lot of damage as well. Even though, as I said, he has arrows, still a great bomber there. So amazing value, amazing damage, and in the meantime, let's prepare another Golem push. But let's wait a little bit, just in case he tries to pressure us for some reason, really aggressive on the right side. Looks like in this case he doesn't. Okay, let's take advantage of the fact that we have the... okay, let's wait a little bit. Let's have the arrows ready. I'm gonna go arrows now. I wanted to say let's take advantage of the fact that we have the Phoenix and the Fisherman there to go Golem up front. Okay, nice. Good amount of damage. Let's go with Night Witch here as well, making sure that we take care of the Goblins because the Dagger Dash is out of ammo right now. Okay, so looking pretty solid. Getting a lot of chip damage, little bit by little bit. As you guys can see with the Golem pushes, we do need to be careful here. But I think we still should be fine. Pretty good situation right now for us, actually. Okay, let's go Phoenix here. Let's then go with a Fisherman. And I'm going to try to get a high bomber going here up high to start dealing with all these troops. And in the meantime, also go with arrows here. Okay, nice. Pretty good bomber. This Golem is going to get destroyed quite quickly by the Hunter, so that's well played by him. And then I don't know how we're actually getting so much damage, because I feel like he has a really solid matchup here. He has... oh, he also has Royal Giant. What? Okay, let's go Barbarians here. Let's then go with a Night Witch as well, trying to create even more damage on top of the Royal Giant, also to clean up those skeletons. And then, as I said, I don't even know how we're getting the damage we're getting right now, because I feel like he has a really solid defense actually against our deck. Okay, let's go Phoenix here directly on top. Let's then go with a bomber as well. He does end up going with his arrows. Luckily for us, the bomber is able to distract the giant skeleton a little bit longer, making sure that we get a nice defense going. So as you guys can see, we're doing a really good job at defending, while also so far doing actually a really good job at attacking, because we already got a lot of damage. Okay, let's go barbs first, making sure that we kill the Royal Giant, and then afterwards I'm gonna wait a little bit, go with arrows here, making sure that we kill the Goblins, because if not, those Goblins are gonna get a lot of damage. And then I think at this point we don't even need to over defend that. I think the bomber is not really gonna get much going. And then here I'm just gonna support the Golem as much as possible. Let's go here with a Fisherman prediction for his... oh, he does go with the Royal Giant. Okay, we need to watch out here, because this Royal Giant is actually... oh, luckily for us, the Fisherman actually pulled it. Wow, that was amazing, because if it didn't pull it, I think that Royal Giant maybe would have been able to take the tower, and that's gonna be a good game. As you guys can see, he kind of went for an all-in situation. And as you guys can see here, amazing Golem push on the left side is able to take care of the left side tower. Let's see how many, what rank are we in the world? Top 274. I think maybe if we get lucky with 2 more wins or maybe 3 more wins, might be able to get close to the top 200. And looks like we're up against Furkan. Wow, okay. Let's give him a wow, let's give him a good luck. Very good Royal Giant player, probably the best Turkish player in the world. And then we're gonna be playing with this Golem deck. So let's see what we can do against the best Turkish player in the world right now. Okay, let's start off with the Bomber, let's start off with Barbarians. Very important to always start cycling your evolutions, especially with this heavy deck. The earlier you cycle it, the better, because of course afterwards, if not, you will not really have the opportunity. So let's go with Void Spell right away there to take care of the Wizard. Very nice Void Spell, and then let's see what he's gonna be running. Looks like the typical Giant deck, which everyone is running right now. So this is probably the most broken deck in Clash Royale right now. Would not be surprised if he's indeed running the Jack, because everyone is running it right now. So this is gonna be a rough one, guys. I feel like this is a pretty difficult matchup, but at the same time it's definitely winnable. We just need to play it as perfect as possible and be really careful with his Fisherman, because the Fisherman is of course a 3 elixir card which can pull the Golem towards the King Tower, which often we will be able to try and prevent with the Void Spell. Okay, let's go Night Witch in the same lane as the Giant. Let's see what he's gonna do here to support it. He's definitely not gonna be back to his Wizard yet, but he is gonna have enough elixir here to support it, maybe with like a Void Spell, maybe with arrows. And looks like, okay, looks like it's actually gonna be Giant Balloon. What? Okay, very interesting. I was not expecting a Giant plus Balloon push there. So he's going very aggressive there. Balloon is gonna make it to the tower for 2 shots. And oh my god, this is not looking good, guys. Like, I feel like he just spammed everything at the bridge, and it was still so hard for us to defend that one. So not really sure what I should do here. I'm gonna go Golem opposite lane, especially now knowing that he will not be able to attack us. He just spent both of his offensive cards, which is the Giant plus the Balloon. So let's see if we can get something going here with this Golem. The only bad thing is that he has Wizard and Fisherman, which are both kind of cards which we wanna Void Spell away. So let's go here with the Fisherman. Let's then go with Night Witch, and I feel like he is gonna go, I was about to say, I feel like he's soon gonna go with his Fisherman. So let's go with our Void Spell here. He is gonna have the Wizard, but I think this still should be able to get a decent amount of damage, even though he has the Wizard there. Okay, let's go arrows now. Nice, Night Witch is getting on top of the tower, getting a good amount of damage. Oh my god, so much damage actually. Nice, 1174 HP left on his right side tower. We need to be careful because he's probably gonna go in for a push soon with the Giant plus the Balloon. Okay, there you go, there's the Balloon push. Let's go with Phoenix here. Let's see. He is gonna go with his Void Spell, but I don't think this Void Spell is actually gonna do that much. Balloon might be able to get 1 shot on the tower, but I think it should be fine for us. Okay, let's go Void Spell here, and then I'm actually gonna go with a Bomber here up high to try and get some damage going on top of the Night Witch. Plus the Bomber, nice, perfect. That's a good amount of damage. Golem death damage is gonna make it to the tower. 18 HP left on the right side tower. Golemite is gonna take it down, and this is such a close situation. I think we might have gotten the W here. 10 seconds left, guys. I think he's gonna go Giant. Let's go with Barbarians. Let's go with the Phoenix. We can even go Void Spell defensively just to make sure that, as you guys can see, that's gonna be game. So very nice W there against a really good pro player in Clash Royale. See you guys soon with the next match. By the way, guys, just to give you a quick update, I'm currently top 229 in the world. So I think with a little bit of luck, if we win another match, we might be able to get to the top 200. So see you guys soon with the next match. Okay, let's go, guys. Look, we found the next match. So we're up against a guy actually quite high. Currently at 2,137, our opponent called Y. So let's give it a good luck. Looks like he's a nice guy. Let's see what he's gonna do. I think we're gonna start off with a Bomber, and looks like he's gonna do the exact same thing. Bomber in the same lane as our Bomber. Okay, looks like he also has a Phoenix, so I guess we're just gonna do the same plays. But I don't think he's gonna run this Golem deck. This Golem deck is definitely not as popular right now. As I said, in general, Golem hasn't really been that popular. But I think it's still gonna be okay, looks like it's gonna be, I would say, Royal Giant after seeing the cards he showed. Not completely sure, but this is definitely looking like a Royal Giant deck to me. Also with the Monk, probably gonna be the typical Royal Giant deck, which is popular right now with a Bomber cycle. He only has a Phoenix as an air counter, but in this case it's gonna be fine. Phoenix is really good against our deck. And then here we need to be careful and see what he does. Okay, let's actually go with a Fisherman here. Looks like we will be able to pull the Monk towards the middle. He might activate the ability. That would not be a bad ability, but the Monk anyways is gonna lose the HP quite fast. And here I'm gonna go Golem into the left side lane. Why do I go to Golem left side lane? We still have the Fisherman there, and if he decides to pressure right side lane, should be able to defend it quite easily here with a Night Witch. As you guys can see, I have the Night Witch ready. Even though he goes with, for example, an E-Spirit or something else, this push should be able to get a decent amount of damage, but at the same time not take tower. And then here we might be able to get something going us with the Golem. Okay, let's go Phoenix here to support the Golem. He does go with a Monk. I think he's gonna try and activate the King Tower soon. So let's actually go with a Void Spell prediction. There you go. Very nice Void Spell that's gonna get the Fisherman from the board. He says well played. And let's go with a Bomber now at the bridge. Okay, perfect. Good situation right now. Let's have the arrows ready. I think I'm gonna go arrows here just to make sure that we take care of the Phoenix egg, and that also allows the Golemites to get a little bit of extra damage. Any type of damage always is yeah, good, of course. And as you guys can see, Golemites is able to get a lot of damage. So always make sure to think, okay, did he show the Fisherman? Or even if it's Royal Giant and he didn't show the Fisherman, 9 out of the 10 times Royal Giant, or even 10 out of the 10 times, guys, Royal Giant is played always with the yeah, with the Fisherman. So that's exactly why I went with the prediction void, knowing that he's most likely gonna go Fisherman. Any good player is gonna try and activate the King Tower there. Okay, let's here go. I think with a Fisherman afterwards to pull his Fisherman. I'm also gonna go with Barbarians right away here to take care of his Royal Giant. He's gonna have to fireball them to get something going, but I don't think he's gonna have much elixir to deal with both the Barbarians plus the Golem push. So as you guys can see, this is already looking very scary for him and looking very good for us. This Golem deck is so strong right now, as you guys can see. Very nice W, and against a really good player as well. I think with this W, we're gonna be in the top 200 in the world, so amazing. Let's quickly end the 3 count here. Let's go with Bomber, let's go with Barbarians, but yeah. As you guys can see, what an overkill, what a nice match, amazing prediction, and then at the same time, this deck also has a really nice defense. Don't be afraid to take some damage, guys. You guys might have noticed that when he went with the Royal Giant, I decided to just take a little bit of damage, go with a Night Witch, and with that victory, we're already top 164 in the world, so very nice push so far. I think I'm gonna play one more match, see you guys soon with the last match. Okay, let's go, guys. Looks like we found the next match. Looks like we're up against another player, which is kind of high. Let's give it a good luck, and let's see what he's gonna be running. As always, I'm gonna start off cycling the Bomber. I think it's a great play, and then also just to, yeah, start cycling your evolution. Okay, looks like he has Drill, so I think with the Bomber there, we should be fine, actually. I don't think I need to overspend. As you guys can see, Drill, yes, not gonna able to get too much damage, and in the meantime, I'm also gonna start cycling the Barbarians. As I mentioned before, it's kind of an expensive deck. It says a 4.0 average cost, as I mentioned before, so always try to, as soon as possible, yeah, start cycling your evolutions, because afterwards, it's kind of, yeah, hard or awkward to cycle your evolutions. Imagine for some reason you only start cycling your evolutions in double elixir. Of course, afterwards it's gonna be even harder to take advantage, but if you cycle them in single elixir, in double elixir, which is, yeah, most of the time where you get a lot of damage with the Golem, you will be able to get a lot of value as well. Okay, let's go Void Spell right away here on top of the Little Prince, making sure that we take care of it, and then he does try to predict it there with the E-Spirit, with his ability, but at the same time not really able to, yeah, get much going. And then here I think we can already go with Golem. I feel like he spent quite a lot of elixir there with the ability, with the E-Spirit, with the lock. He, yeah, overspent in my opinion in that specific situation. So there's some situations with this Golem deck where you can say, okay, in single elixir as well. Right now we're in single elixir. Okay, I feel like he spent quite a lot of elixir there. Let's actually here pressure with the Golem, and I think we should be fine to, yeah, create a lot of pressure on both lanes actually here. Let's go with Phoenix right side. Let's go with the Evil Barbs. He does have the Fireball. Okay. I was not expecting a Fireball from this deck. I was expecting a Poison. So that's actually why I went with the Barbs in the opposite lane. And then here I think I'm going to go Void Spell as soon as possible on top of the Little Prince. Making sure to take care of it while the Bomber plus the Phoenix on the right side, yeah, are going to try and get as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, not that much damage, but still pretty good situation, I would say. And also we forced out a lot of elixir defensively. So that's always, yeah, a good thing. So he has Fireball. That's actually interesting because Fireball is great against Barbarians, but is not as good as Poison against, for example, the Night Witch. So I think we're gonna have to take a lot of advantage from the Night Witch. Let's make sure to not go, yeah, with the Goblin Drill, or excuse me, with the Golem right away, knowing that he might go with Goblin Drill. Let's instead go with arrows right now, and let's then go with a Golem on the right side. So unfortunately, the Goblins from the Drill will be able to get a little bit of damage, but still a pretty, yeah, decent situation. And then I'm actually gonna try and force out once again the Fireball with the Barbarians. Let's see if we can force it out. Okay, he's probably gonna try and prediction. Okay, there was a nice Little Prince position from him. I'm gonna go Void Spell now to try and take care of the Little Prince. Little Prince, of course, a really yeah, annoying card to deal with, especially if you only have the Void Spell here to deal with her. And then let's go with the Night Witch. Okay, he was probably expecting once again a Golem, so always make sure to think about when to Golem and when not to Golem, guys. I'm gonna go arrows here as well on defense, and this is not looking amazing. Pretty rough matchup here, but let's see what we can get going. Definitely still winnable, but let's see, yeah, as I said, what we can get going here. Okay, let's go Golem right away towards the right side. He does go with his Tesla, so the problem here is that he has a lot of annoying cards for us, like the Tesla, like the Quick Cycle, like the Little Prince. I feel like in general it's just kind of hard to break through, but at the same time we should be fine still. Okay, let's see what we can get going. Let's go here with Fisherman. Let's go with arrows right away to try and take care of the Tesla plus the Goblins. In the meantime, I'm gonna go Void Spell right away to take care of the Little Prince, and then he's gonna have to deal with these troops, and not really sure how, because he's probably gonna have to Fireball this. So let's actually go Barbs on the left side. He's gonna have to deal with the right side. Look at the right side tower. Oh my god, right side tower getting so much damage. Right side tower is actually gonna take or the right side tower troops, or I don't even know what to say right now. I got so confused. How did that happen? Like, what? We just got a huge push, massive push there. on the right side tower. I'm even speechless right now. As you guys can see, 35 trophies, amazing push, really nice push, top 117 in the world with this Golem deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.